Hi everyone, this is Alonzo from the Performance Training Center, and today I like to talk about metabolic typing and its role it plays in health and performance. Metabolic typing is simply understanding your individual metabolic needs in relation to foods that you consume. Everyone is from different genetic makeups, so naturally everyone's going to have a different genetic metabolic profile. So an example of this would be if someone's ancestry is from a cold climate, they're obviously not going to have access to a lot of plant life or fruit or vegetation, since obviously cold weather will not allow this type of food source to grow. So they're going to have more access to and also depend more on things like animal fats. This is kind of a little misunderstood. A lot of people are still under the impression that all human beings need to eat one certain way, and that's a big mistake and can lead to a lot of performance problems and ultimately health problems. So the first thing that I recommend for all my clients and everyone that asks me when it comes to what they should do for their health in regards to nutrition, the first recommendation is to get metabolically typed. Understand your metabolic profile. This is not really difficult to do. Nowadays you can just go on the internet and Google metabolic typing tests, and there'll probably be a wide variety of tests. Some of them you probably won't even have to pay for. They range from a simple written test to very advanced blood and hair analysis. The basis of this is just to get a basic understanding of where you're going to fit and what your metabolism and your metabolic needs will be. This is critical, of course, because if you're not eating appropriately and you're not eating properly, one, you get stuck in a lot of dysfunctional food patterns, meaning you're going to eat food that's not going to be optimal for your body, and you could be eating foods repetitiously over and over and over again and not being really aware of seasons and cycles in your body. I've worked with a lot of people that eat the same food for breakfast or lunch that they ate for the last 5 years, maybe more, and there's a lot of problems with this, and the easiest and biggest problem to see is that you're not going to be getting an abundance of nutrients when you're eating the same food over and over again. So understanding your metabolic profile and getting metabolically typed is, again, the first step into really learning what types of foods will work better for you. Also, you're going to understand a little bit more about where you're at on an energetic level of that particular time in your life. So if you're a 20 or 30-year-old and you're exercising hard, you're using a lot of energy in your own personal development, your energy needs from food is going to be way different than someone that's in their 60s and 70s, and they're not there anymore at that time in their life. Their bodies are doing something way different. So the demand from stress, from the stress of your environment, is going to have a big role-playing factor in what types of foods that you should be consuming and the quantities of foods that you should be consuming at that particular time in your life. And understanding your metabolic type is really a key element in that, because if you understand how you should be eating in the first place, you're going to know what nutrients to at least start going towards and then going from there.